Hey, so if you want to know how I made these and you want to see what I did to create the dome and how I taped the edges to create that bevel effect, you're going to have to stay tuned. And at the end of the video, if you liked what I did, I need you to give me a thumbs up. I need you to subscribe, possibly share, and then hit that little bell so that you get notified of the future videos that I do. Thanks for popping in. I hope you like the video. Let's get started. Okay, I'm just checking this tape because I had it previously taped from the last pour. And I feel really good about it, actually. Ugh, it's really hard to get off. I'm not going to peel all this tape off all of these. I just did the blue one and the pink, the washi tape and the painter's tape, just to see how easily it would come off. And I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna waste this tape and redo it. These guys are gonna stay. I'll just redo these two. I want to talk about this pink washi tape just for a second. This is what washi tape is. It's colorful. It's used in all kinds of crafting applications. It has a really good adhesion. It's really thin. Not all washi tape is created equal. Sometimes they have it on sale. Obviously, different manufacturers, I think, make different kinds of washi tape. This one in particular I quite liked. I thought it was really cool because of this foil, but you'll see in some of them they have little imprints pressed into them. And this is an example of what happened. Allowed for the ink to seep in. Peeled it all back. It left this very interesting pattern. So you can see how some tapes would fail even though they have a really good record of keeping ink from bleeding. So this is an ink situation. It's obviously less viscous than resin, which is much thicker. So this may have held back the resin. I'm not sure. We're not going to even experiment with it because I know that this washi tape does not have any imprint or any lines in it that could potentially have resin seep in and along the sides like this one did. Okay, that said, let's get to taping. So I've got plastic down and I'm just checking to make sure that the bubble is in the middle. It's a little bit off. It's a little bit off. never gonna get these level, I just realized, because when I poured them the first time, one side is gonna have a higher side because I didn't level them purposely. So now this side of the resin is a bit thicker than this side. So no matter how I try to level it, this is always gonna read as a higher spot, even though this table is completely level, because this resin is not 100% level. So I could do this all day long and I'm still never gonna have perfect level. So I'm just gonna pour it, fingers crossed. Okay, so I'm all ready to resin. I am going to take a lint-free wipe with rubbing alcohol and just wipe down each of the surfaces. So if there's any dust, it will be gone on its own. Just want to point out I've already mixed up my resin and I've stirred it for 3 minutes. What I also have handy is my butane torch, a set of tweezers, some popsicle sticks in different sizes, and my handy dandy level, which I don't need anymore. So let's start this. What I have in here is enough for 1 ounce of resin per coaster. And I'm going to start here. So my resin calculations, I think, is significantly off. Ugh. Math was not my strong suit, so I have more resin than I need. It's better to have too much, I feel like, than too little. Nonetheless, this stuff spreads on its own. You don't need to push too much around. It will level, but we want to work super quickly, because the longer that it's exposed to the air, the more dust particles potentially there can be. Just going to do a quick check on how these pieces are turning out. See if I need to get any dust out, pop any bubbles. And I do see there it is. And I got it. It's just a little fuzz that dropped right into the center. And it looks like all of these are perfectly flat. So you can see that the resin has gone over the side. Well, let's see here. There's a bit of a ripple there. If you just follow the light line, the reflection, that one looks pretty good. This one is stuck. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna say 3 out of 4. Oh, holy cow. That one is really disappointing, but we are not talking about the Mona Lisa here. And I know some of you take your coasters very seriously, but this experiment is not something I'm super worried about. Although, oh, some of these are just fantastic. I'm not touching the surface of this because they are still not cured 100%. I purposely brought us back to look at this because I want to show you how I finish my side. I'm going to just move this out of the way. Look at that. What can we make with that? Oh my goodness. Okay, so these all look really, this one is the only one, and honestly it's minor. It's minor. Okay, the first thing that I have to do before this is 100% cured, it's very important to peel the tape off, because once it's cured, it's not flexible at all, and these little drops are going to be really hard to get off. Now that all that is done, I wanted to take this one. I left a little bit of tape right there, and I wanted to show you with my handy dandy knife. So this is a Mastercraft like jackknife, and the blade releases. And it's replaced, it's a nice little unit. You can clip it to your belt if you're that guy. And the switchblade, lovely, lovely. So, what I intend to do, which one was it? Oh yes, it was this one. Like this has got quite a little bit of an overpour on it. Now what I like to do is run my blade down the edge, just cleans up that side really nicely. You can go all the way around all of the edges if you like. And this is you need to do this now before it gets 100% cured. If you wait too long, it will be like working with concrete. So my vote is for the washi tape. It kept back all of the dripping from the sides. It allowed for the dome to happen. I'm really pleased with it. We're going to want to keep them in a really safe place so that they continue to cure without getting any damage to them at all. So we're just going to cover them back up. Taping of the sides worked really well to dome. And now the only thing that is left to do is to I'm taking this Montana acrylic water-based jumbo pen, and I'm going to finish the sides. I'll be putting felt on the backs of these to complete the coaster. I have tried a cork before and it was not great. The cork that I chose was not the best and it chipped a little bit on the corners. So, yep, that'll be the last step. I'll do 2 coats of this white and then I'll seal it in with varnish, and we'll have a finished coaster set. like this video, please click on the thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.